Hi, my name is John Mark Deo Dayagan, one of the members of RN1. The title of our research is all about English proficiency level of aspiring civil engineering students. And my group mates are Kahulao Jean Beverly, Escuadro Gerald, Istonelo Maria Beverly, Ibarra Crizia Isabel, Lapi Raizel Ann, Neri Izer Simon, Tabar Joshua Louis, and Opa Jim Cadmio.
Since English is the universal language and a language that is commonly used for international communication, knowing it is essential. Aspiring civil engineering students should be familiar with the fundamentals of English proficiency, which includes reading, speaking, and listening skills, as well as writing skills. According to Karen Brillantes of the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, also known as PIDS, pupils in the Philippines still lack the literacy, numeracy, and English competence required for senior high school. As a result, the researchers of this study plans to assess and analyze the English ability of prospective senior high school grade 12 STEM students of CIT University in order to know what sub-skill of English proficiency they've been struggling on, since communication is the key to a good relationship with future fellow co-workers.
Engineering is a widely studied subject, and many of the articles and research papers are written in English. So for our statement of the problem, we the researchers aim to investigate the communication skills and English proficiency among CIT University senior high school aspiring civil engineering students. The study inquires answers to the following questions. Number 1. What are the profiles of the respondents in terms of age, gender, and section? Number 2. What is the English proficiency level of the aspiring civil engineers in terms of qualities and skills? For the qualities, we have to consider competence and confidence. Now for the skills, these are speaking, reading, writing, and listening skills. And for the last problem, which particular skill of English proficiency will respondents have the most difficulty based on the study's findings?
There are 4 objectives of this study. Number 1, energizing students to focus on the importance of English language proficiency. Number 2, refreshing students to acquire proficiency, fluency, and accuracy in English. Number 3, motivating students to develop and enrich their English language skills or proficiency. And lastly, the objective of this research is to measure the English proficiency of aspiring civil engineering students.
Significance of the study. This study explores the English communication weakness of grade 12 students of Cebu Institute Technology University. This study has been proposed due to the weakness of English communication of civil engineering students, as the implementation of the study will be able to improve their English communication skills. The following will be the beneficiaries of the research, like the teachers, students, and the future researchers. As teachers, this will help them understand that the students also have to be proficient in English communication using English skills. Students also can use this study for them to easily gather information for the references of their studies in English communication skills in civil engineering. Lastly, for the future researchers, if they have in the interest to study about the communication and English proficiency, they will have the advantage for this study.
For scope and limitation, this study aims to tackle the common communication weakness of grade 12 students at Cebu Institute of Technology University. Due to the pandemic, this study will not be conducted on a large scale outside of senior high school CIT University grade 12 students. Therefore, the study will be conducted within the senior high school CIT University in the school year 2021-2022. Since the study wants to know and assess the level of English proficiency among the future civil engineering students, the main topic that will be focused on are the students' level of English skills in reading, writing, speaking, and listening. This study will not apply to grade 12 students under the GAS and EDA strands, grade 11 students or college students who are freshmen engineers. This study will not include the student's opinion because the research instrument itself does not include any open-ended questions.
Research instrument. The survey questionnaire used in this study had three parts: the profiling, the standard tool, and the Likert scale. The research instrument was based on the studies and articles, TOEFL IBT practice tests, and investigating the English language needs of petroleum engineering students of Hadramaut University of Science and Technology. Participants were asked to check the box next to the options that best describe their personality type in the area provided in the first section of the survey. The second component of the survey had participants take a modified version of a conventional exam to measure their English proficiency. Each question included a range of 1 to 5, with 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, allowing respondents to express their true preferences. The researchers guaranteed to keep the information submitted confidential when respondents complete the survey.
Good day everyone, here are the results and discussion bar study. The following figure shows the mean performance of CIT University's aspiring civil engineering students in each English skills. The mean score indicates the level of English proficiency, with 5 being outstanding, 4 being very satisfactory, 3 being average, 2 being weak, and 1 being poor. Figure 4.1.1 shows the results regarding of the reading subskill. From a total of 6 respondents, only 1 student had an outstanding score, 3 had a very satisfactory score, 1 has a weak score, and 1 has a poor score. Most students have gotten a very satisfactory score, therefore, around 50% of the students who took the survey have a very satisfactory reading proficiency. In figure 4.1.2, the graph shows the results for the speaking subskill. Participating in class discussion has a mean of 3.83, asking question in class has a mean of 3.86, and presenting oral presentation has a mean of 3.58. The overall mean of the speaking category is 3.76, indicating that respondents' speaking skill is in average performance. Presented in figure 4.1.3, the mean performance of the students in each listening subskill. It can be observed in the graph that the listening to instructions and explanation in labs has the highest mean of 4.40, while listening to spoken presentation has the lowest mean of 4.13. However, the overall mean of the students' listening skill is 4.30, which shows a very satisfactory level. Next, figure 4.1.4 shows the mean performance of the students in each writing subskill. The result shows that the students are very satisfactory in terms of writing assignments, taking lecture notes, and writing short projects, as these subskills have a high average of 4.44, 4.33, and 4.11, respectively. These are then followed by the writing test exam, which has a mean of 3.92, and lastly, writing lab reports have the lowest mean of 3.78. Despite that the students' performance are averagely in the subskill, the overall mean of the students' writing skill is 4.12, which still indicates a very satisfactory level. With those graphs that are being presented, the aspiring civil engineering students in CIT universities have an overall results that are very satisfactory in each subskill.
For the conclusion, based on the researchers organized and evaluated data from 6 respondents, it can be concluded that most of the grade 12 senior high school aspiring civil engineering students in CIT University struggle mostly on speaking skill, specifically in giving spoken presentations. It may be due to the fear that students have in public speaking and their lack of self-confidence. Now, for the recommendations, these researchers perceive the need to point out the items that have not been included and examined. These are the following items. The respondents must not only include the grade 12 STEM students but the entire senior high school department as well. Second one is,
future research should incorporate on English curriculum to help struggling civil engineering students improve their English skills. For the third one is future researchers should incorporate TOEFL questionnaire to accurately assess respondents' English proficiency. And for the last one is future research must need look into other aspects of English proficiency like vocabulary, grammar, and fluency.